you will start thinking that ball is my ball. You want to own the ball. Understand, no? When you are having the right attitude towards the game, the point is not owning the ball. You are here to play the game. The ball comes, you are sending ball to someone else, but you are enjoying the game. Everyone enjoys the game. When you cross the line, then you feel, this is I want this ball. You are seeing in a limited way, childish way. And then the whole game is lost. Spirit of the game is lost. It becomes a war. Everyone wants the ball. And then someone comes, United Nations comes. He says, okay, you have one piece of the ball. You have another piece of the ball. Let us divide this ball. Everyone, I want a bigger piece of the ball. They all get a little bit corner of the ball. And don't fight anymore. They say, I want a little bit more because he got a bigger piece. Okay, you get a little bit more. Don't fight. But what is possible for us is to shift of consciousness is required to understand that this is a game, and the point is not to have a little corner of that ball, but point is to play the game. You don't need anything here. That option is there for us. Try and reflect on this, reflect on this concept. How we can transform the present mentality of the war. Here we may not be fighting war, country may not be fighting, but we are at a war mentality at the moment. Understand? We here, even each other, we are in a war mentality because we all are not seeing this as a game. I want to own something, someone is competing, someone may be creating problem, I want certain job, someone is maybe denying me. Deeper inside, it is the war mentality that is going on. It is not the play. In the play mentality, you absolutely feel everyone is lovely, everyone is good, and it is like they can't harm you. There is no position of being hostile. Anyone can be hostile. In that victim, when you cross the line, victim, he sees this world as hostile. You understand? The whole world itself is seen as hostile, and everyone is potentially hostile to you. I have to protect myself from that. I need to get a bigger piece of the ball so that I can be protected. But when you lift above, you are understanding the spirit of the game. And it is a different life, different quality of life. I'll give you one example. We're talking about these children, Adam and Alexander. Another boy like this had come to one picnic. We had a picnic and this boy had come with his parents. And he had come with a ball, new ball. And he wanted to play with us. He got some colorful, nice ball. But there is one condition. He wanted to play with us, but there was one condition. No one else can touch his ball because it is my ball. So we are standing in a circle. We want to entertain him. We are sort of creating time to sort of entertain him. That's why we are standing in a circle. But he is not letting go of that ball, because it is my ball. And after some little encouragement, then he throws the ball. And the moment anyone else comes to that ball, he says, my ball, my ball, my ball. And he picks up that ball, holds it. That is end of round one. We are waiting for him to throw the ball again. There was no game. It is my ball. No one else can touch my ball. It is holding the ball and sitting in a corner. He is not even mixing with others because they might touch his ball. There was no game. Neither he can play with the ball nor anyone else can play with the ball. For him, everyone is a hostile person. They might come and touch my ball. Adults are like this. We have brought the whole thing down like this. We have lost that true spirit of the game, and we have come to the lower level. We have the option to win back that spirit of the game. Do you want to say anything or add anything? So the question, why do we come here? We come here to play. And it is good to come. But to come in the play doesn't mean to lose our personality. And that it is an extra thing we can experience, but we don't lose the personality. Yes.
We come here to play, but it is never a level playground for all. Why is that? Who determines the playground?
It is not a level playground. It is absolutely level when we first discover our starting position. Understand, na? The playground here, the ball will go up and ball will go down. That is always the case. Play means like that. But our playground starting position is not here. We have to first see our starting position. And we first to realize we all are immortal. Just I have to request, if there are 100 people, telephone rings all the time, everyone else is distracted. There was an announcement at the beginning, turn your telephones off, then you enjoy also and others enjoy. Then we can play the game. So here, when we are not connected to ourselves even, disconnected. Understand, no? We are disconnected from our world and even ourselves. Then how can it be level ground? We are completely disconnected. When you reconnect to yourself, then there is then the game starts. Yeah. Let us first hear some micro.
The actors doesn't get to choose the character, right? So what is the fairness in comparing one actor with another?
Yeah. When we understand the real world, and we understand there is immense greatness there and equality there, then character doesn't matter. In our college, when I was medical college, there was one student in our class who was from the acting background. His parents were in action, drama, and so he was naturally a good actor. He used to train everyone else. In our cultural evening, he would make a drama, he would teach others, he would make someone teach them. Not everyone knew not acting. He should sort of explain to them. And he would take a very peripheral part. He would teach everybody else, get everybody else in, and he would play a very peripheral part, like a guard or policeman or a priest or something like that, just for 1 minute his part. And he still used to get the first prize for acting, because the judges could spot that here is a person who knows acting. It was very natural, whatever he was doing, just standing guard, he knew the job properly. So why would he choose that? Those who are sensible, they enjoy the whole drama. They don't say just me, my part, me, I want to beat the drums the loudest. They enjoy the whole orchestra. In the same way here, when you become soul conscious, that higher consciousness, we call it soul consciousness, then you enjoy the sky, but you enjoy here every bit, everyone's part. You enjoy the plot, and you enjoy the dragon, and you enjoy the villain. They all are playing their different parts. That's what makes the drama drama. Who asked? Yeah. Who is the referee in this game? In the game, there are some games there may be no referees. It's sort of ongoing games in this, but it's a game. There is not a major injustice, but within this, at this level, there is a natural balancing factors. There are rules. There are rules to this game also, and the rules have their own details. If you cross the rule, there are penalties. So in this game, different kinds of sorrows come, and those sorrows come not because there is a referee giving penalty, but there is inbuilt mechanism. We break the rules of the game, there are penalties. If we play the game right, then there are prizes. So someone was saying the part, I don't choose the part, but even the parts that come to us, there are reasons behind it. Whatever the part, it is not random. Someone is playing the part of a beggar right now. This moment, on this stage, someone is as a beggar, and someone is a king. It is not random. It is because sometime in their journey they played the part and they win the part, they win the game. Then there are prizes within at this level. There are prizes and there are penalties.
Sir, without involvement, is this without involvement affect our actions? Like a student is studying abroad and consequences.
Right. Microphone.
Sir, what I asked is, without involvement, is this without involvement affect our actions? Like a student studying abroad, having with homesickness.
Yeah.
We are from our native world. We are merely players here, and every time we are thinking about our own land.
Yeah.
So is it affect our action?
Yeah. What really happens here? So there is this, when we are connected to our primary world, and you are internally full. It is always there in an immersed way, and because you are internally full, there is never a situation where you may feel you are missing anything, like you are like a homesickness and all. It is not always that people feel homesick. There are many who. There are sometimes, young people at the age of 17, 18, they are traveling, they are going to different places. They don't miss anybody, they don't miss anything. They are happy to. This happens. But more we connect to we are reconnected to our world. It is like we use the word security, a secure feeling, of your immortality. But it is like our original experience. You feel completely fulfilled at a deep level, and then everything is extra. One experience is nice. To be in the physical home is nice. In your home country is nice. To be in another country, that is also nice. And to be in some strange place, that is another experience. You are never missing anything.
So all these have to be considered as different experiences.
But that will happen naturally. In a lower consciousness, we may hear it, yeah, nice experience, but it will not necessarily, you won't feel it like that. Because you may still have one area that is preferred and another area you feel is unpleasant. But the formula here, we have to go up. That is the formula. That higher consciousness has to be experienced. And from there, you naturally feel like that. That natural appreciation of things.
Thank you. Shall I have a question?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for a wonderful presentation. See, now you are comparing with the playground and all that. See, in each and every play, we have got rules of the game as well as sellers to perform.
Yeah.
So in this, this practical world, how is it possible to dissociate from the intra as well as inter problems? That's my question.
Do you mind to repeat the last part of the question?
See, how will you dissociate with the inter as well as intra problems of the game?
Right.
That's my question.
Yes. Like in any game, say someone is playing football, when he is aware it is a game, rather than anything serious, he's light, internally he's light about things. He has got a ball, someone is pushing him, someone is pulling him, someone is about to take the ball away. He takes decisions. There are all problems, all sides. There are obstacles on all sides. He takes decisions in split second and has a attention on the destination, on the goal. The attention is there. And he solves it, takes the ball and goes to the goal post. And how did that happen? Just because he is seeing it as a game from that higher consciousness, lightness and joy, peace. Things are done. He has no time to ask somebody, why are you pulling me and why are you pushing me? There is no time for that. If he spends 1 second in that, he misses the ball. You understand, no? So when you are in that higher space, there is no time for complaining or worrying or why someone did something. If he gets into that, then you are missing the ball. So the game is like this. I just want to tell one more aspect with our brain. When we see our brain, you see one very interesting area. We know that there is left side and the right side in the brain. And these two sides do different functions. Like for example, the left side deals with mathematics and language and science, those sort of areas, logic that is happening in the left side. And right side deals with more holistic functions, understanding the maps that is happening on the right side, understanding the patterns, music, synthesis. But in essence, right side deals with the essence and left side deals with expansion. And it is at two different functions. Right side deals with the details and details, left side deals with the details and details and details. The science is a good example. It wants to know what is inside this, going to details. And then you want to know what is inside atom, want to more into and more details. That is like a left side. A right side deals with the bigger map, whole. And that is the right side. These two functions are like the two sides of the two wings of a bird. And we need both. Nature has created these two hemispheres. We need both these wings. When there are both wings, we fly. When we are not using these two wings, we do not fly. We do not achieve excellence. Like in history, very interesting, and if you see the father of science, Newton, and if you go into he was in Cambridge, Newton, and Trinity College, there are his handwritten notes are there in the college in Cambridge, and some of the students who study his notes and they say lots of notes are not about science, they are about spirituality. Understand, na? To achieve that excellence, he had left brain but also the right brain. You understand? So many scientists, they will say, we don't want to know about God, we don't want to know about spirituality because it is something, it is not science. It is not you cannot explain it in mathematics and logic. But father of science, Newton, he is writing about, he is talking about God, and he is talking about ideas like the spiritual nature, cyclical nature of time. All these are not published in the science books, but that is his handwritten notes. Einstein is another big name in the science world. He is called father of the modern science, Einstein. And what he says, Einstein, science without religion is, what did he say? Science without religion is lame, he said, handicap. But he also said religion without science is blind. So you need, but not other scientists may not say this. But one who achieved excellence, he says, science without religion is lame. So religion is more on the right side, and science is on the left side. You have both these wings, you achieve excellence. Now, these two sides, there is a paradox within these two functions. There is a paradox. And then I will explain this paradox. In game of life, there is a paradox. Like if we were to make two teams here right now, we are not having the discussion, presentation, we are going to have two teams and we are going to play a game. Let us say. In the moment the word game we hear, the right side feels happy about this game. So right side says, okay, for the next hour it is fun. It is not serious. You can write this word, not serious, you will say, for the next hour, because it is just a game. You are seeing the bigger map, your life is much more than this one hour of game. So you are having all these attitudes and now left side kicks in. And left side comes, you want to win. It is a game, but he is going into the details. He wants to win. He wants to use your past experience. He wants to be serious. You are the same one who said it is not serious, and left side says it is serious. Both things are happening. One side is saying it is not serious, other side is saying it is serious. That is what the paradox is. And you see that happening in the same person at the same time. That's what happens in a game. One side of you says it is not serious, other side says it's serious. Both at the same time. And that is what happens when you are playing a game. You will lose the game, nothing matters. Your life is going to be different. And that's what you know. But you still go there and you are playing to win. You want to score as much as possible. You want to use all your skills at the best possible way. We said you will take decisions. In a split second you take decision. All that happens. Sport is the time where you are working very hard. You may fall, you may get scratched, you may be kicked, sweating, exhausted, but then you say you had a great time. Agree? That is what happens in sport. We are saying this is also a game. If we were to see the bigger map, you will see this world as a game. And you will bring that paradox where you are understanding the reality beyond. You know whether you win or lose really doesn't matter. You know that at a deep level because your world is a different world. And that's why it is a level playing ground. And then, having come here, you are playing to win. You want to score as much. You want to perform the best, highest. Go for all that. But also you know that you know to fall and you know to start again. You are having a balanced attitude here. And at the end of it, you say you enjoy the whole process. Because that in that mindset, there is no negative. It will be nice. You want to add anything? Say anything? Another story.
Such a paradox. How is it possible to take a decision?
To take it?
Decision.
To take a decision.
So such paradoxes.
Yeah, you want?
Such paradoxes come in our day-to-day life. So.
No. Others will hear it.
So such paradoxes come in our day-to-day life. So, in such situations, how to take a wise decision?
Yeah. You know, one philosopher, he says, the first thing is the wise decision. Second thing is wrong decision. And the third thing is no decision. So it is better to take a wrong decision than no decision, because you learn. And having taken that decision, very quickly you realize whether it is right or wrong. You are free to change. But as was said, any player, he has to take a decision in a split second. He takes the decision, he moves on. He doesn't hang around, sitting on the situation. He takes the decision. We just need to lift ourselves above. That's what happens in a game. You are lifting yourself beyond. You are not saying, if I do this, someone will do this, and it might go wrong, and what will happen down the line. In a split second, you have to process all, best judgment, take a decision, move on. Next game starts, next situation comes, you move on. And that is more important, you are enjoying the game. As a result, you enjoy the game. You may win, you may lose, but you are always a winner. You know the reality beyond. I'll tell you one story. Before the break, you always get a story. You like these stories? In this story, one man was falling off a cliff in Kanyakumari. And as he was falling off the cliff, he tried to catch hold of a branch. It was dark, so he was catching hold of this branch. And he said, God, help, help. So, in Kanyakumari, there was, what is there? There is a main temple, no? Which temple? Devi temple. So, goddess was still right there. So she said, I can help you, but you have to obey me. He said, no problem. I will obey you rest of my life. I trust you so much. My life is for you, That's why I had come all the way to Kanyakumari. My life will be for you, And Devi said, I'm very impressed. Not many people say like this, that their life is for me and they trust me so much. In that case, let go. He's holding to this branch. He says, I trust you so much, okay? You trust me so much, then let go. So there was a long silence. Nothing is happening. So Devi is saying, what is going on? no sound. And after the long silence, he said, is there anybody else there to help me? So there was nobody else. So he has to listen to God and let go. And when he let go, he discovered he was on the ground. Ground was very close. You don't have big mountains in Kanyakumari. So now that he's on the ground, he can go back on that branch. And he can do the same thing he was doing before. But what's the difference? There's the difference. He was on the branch before, he is on the branch now. What's the difference? Earlier, his time was in panic. He was on the branch, but in panic. Now he's...
The first time you are knowing the height of the...
Yeah. Now he's on the... Now he understood. Now he's on the branch. Now he is playing. What made the difference? He was on the branch before in panic. He says, God, help. And now he's himself going on the branch and he is playing with it. What made the difference?
He started enjoying that.
Enjoying. What?
He won the game.
What made him enjoy?
Experience.
Security. Now that he knows he's secure, that made the difference. The moment you touch the security, the absolute security, the game changes. So this is our story. Understand, no? And what are the branches that we are holding on to? It is our story. And what are the branches that we are holding on to?
Different situations in life.
Situations. What are the things we are taking support from? Now in our life, what are the things we are taking support from? Say it again. People, yes. The various things within that box that we are taking support from. And that includes people. Someone else will make you secure forever. Maybe position. You are relying upon position to make you secure. You may be some possessions. You think that is what will make you secure. Place. You think some country, government, system will make you secure. In India, paisa will make you secure. Yeah? And in some places, pani puri. We are taking supports of all this to make us secure. Subconsciously we know all of it is going to go. It comes with a big label and an unpredictable. Subconsciously there is a panic. We are taking supports from all this. At the same time, and underneath, you know it is all going to go. We have the option. An option is to touch the ground. Discover your absolute security. This is the homework. And if there is one homework to know the game of life, discover your absolute security. This box comes with a label. It is unpredictable. It is not a place to look for security. So having touched this security, you are not running away from anything. You are now coming back in this world of people and position and possessions and panipuri. Nothing wrong with that. You are coming back in that world. But now you are coming back in that world with the spirit of play. When will you perform better? When you are in panic or when you are playing? Say if you have to go from here to Cochin, which driver will you choose? One who is in panic or one who enjoys driving? So here at present, our life itself is given to a driver who is in some kind of a subconscious panic, some kind of insecurity. Understand, no? That is like lowering our efficiency, but also we make the world poorer as a result. Because my insecurity brings with it my confusion. That is the most important factor. Because you cross the line, you are not thinking clearly. It is a line of ignorance. So we all bring that confusion. And the play is lost. It is changed into war. We all want a piece of a ball. We are all fighting for the ball, and then some judge comes, he says, let us give you a little ball, a little piece here and little corner here. It is all distributed, We have the option to come back, touch the ground, discover your absolute security. And then you are still coming back in this world. You are coming with a spirit of game. You are coming here to play. You win the sky, you also win the earth. It's a very different game altogether, different options. Thank you. The time for break, but it will be nice to hear some thoughts from Bobby, John, maybe. Do you want to? Yeah.
Sister says it's time for the break.
Break. Yeah.
Maybe we can do after.
Okay. And you want to make announcements? What people?
The sister is there.
Yeah.
Om Shanti. So now we have the lunch break. We have very nicely and very lovingly cooked food for all of you. We don't order from outside. So nobody should leave without eating. And after the food break, you come here. The program is till 4 o'clock, as you all know. So we want to get the third and the final part of the sessions also. So have the food with a lot of love, and by 2 o'clock please be back in the same place. Okay, you can take a stroll also in case you want to after the food. So have very nicely with whole heart. And one more announcement is, as I have announced before, 10th, 11th and 12th, we will be holding the 3-day session talks for all of you if you are interested in the different centers. So if you would like, you can just inform our sisters and brothers there in the registration. Okay, and you can do the registration there. All right. So now we have the break, 1 hour break. Please go down for food and have very nicely. Om Shanti.